Good morning. Hello. Sorry, y'all. Pray y'all can hear me. Those of you that are in here or that catches the replay, it's all good. Y'all know my shirt always says something. Kind people. What does it say? Kind people are. Oh, kind people are my kind of people. I didn't even pay attention to this with this video. So I'm just gonna talk a while. Nobody's in at the moment, and if somebody come in and I missed you, hi. I'll try to go back through comments once I actually get still. But I wanted to talk about everyone has a story, so I'm gonna jump right into it. Right? If you think about it, let me start first with the quote from Cyrus Dean on Scandal, and it was right after Cyrus had lost his husband. His husband was killed, and also Fitz and Lord, why can't I think of the wife's name? I want to call her Emily, but that was not her name. Lost their son, and they were on the balcony, and there had been a rift between the two of them, but they were trying to. I'm going through some construction, so you may hear a lot of bumping right here. But they were just trying to have a conversation with one another. And Lord, I cannot remember the woman's name. The first lady, figure all the bumps though. The first lady was like, "Yeah, you lost your husband, but I lost my son." Basically, like you don't know what it feels like. And Cyrus said, "No. We cannot compare sufferings." And I think I'm gonna change the title to that. We cannot compare sufferings. Everybody has a story. Everyone has gone through something, or is going through something, or will go through something. Thankfully, my grandma would say, and y'all, I still hadn't yet to find the scripture. So if it's in the Bible, I guess I could Google it and find it. But she would always say, "There's nothing new under the sun." And sometimes we can be in our own tragedies. We can be in our own day-to-day operations. We can be in our own situations. And it feels like we're alone. It feels like nobody understands us. It feels like nobody get it. Like we can be in a room full of people that love us and we can feel alone. This I know because I've been there, right? Um, Things that I've learned along this journey, and especially with losing my mom, is it doesn't matter what age you lose a parent, it hurts. My grandmother made it to live 94 years, and I looked at her more as my mom and my mom more as my sister. But guess what? When grandma left, even at 94, even in her right mind, even with me being able to say the last thing to her and her understanding me and accepting it and taking her last breath, it still hurt. Um, and it still hurts to this day when things happen and moments occur and she's not here to see it, right? The same with my mom. Thankfully, God allowed us the opportunity to get things together. Like I said, we were more like sisters. But God, once my grandmother passed, He kind of shifted things back in order. And the last thing I said to my grandmother was, "I will honor my mother as my mother as long as I have breath in my body." So that meant it wasn't contingent upon what my mother did to me. I made a vow to my grandmother about what I would do, and it was up to me to do what I said I would do. So, um, going through that last year with my mom, 2017, was hard, y'all. Ooh. Mhm. I had called on Jesus many days. And that's something I'm not going to even go in detail with because, again, I'm thankful for the time that we did get it right. And, 'cause, again, I'm thankful for the time that we did get to get it right. And, 'cause, again, I'm thankful for the time that we did get to get it right. And, 'cause, again, I'm thankful for the time that we did get to get it right. And, 'cause, again, I'm thankful for the time that we did get to get it right. And losing her still hurt. There's no preparing for losing somebody. I don't care how prepared you are, there's no preparing. My mother planned her entire funeral. She told me what she wanted to wear. She created the order of service. She made very clear who she wanted to speak. She made very clear what name she wanted on her obituary, everything. She made sure that I understood the importance of my brother keeping her government insurance because she worked for the government for 35 years. She made sure that I understood the importance of, making sure his notes are right and that his time, she I didn't even realize my mom was this prepared. Bless up, Cindy. One love, my dear. I didn't even realize how organized my mom was because I am such um not I don't want to use that word. I'm not an organized individual. I want to be, okay? But we've talked about this before. Just pray, okay? Because I want to be that person like my mom that has everything in order. But because she was so in order, more bumps, y'all. Because she was in order, it allowed me to be able to just it was a smooth transition for my brother, right? But even in all that planning that she did, you still can't plan for what you would feel. That's awesome, Cindy. Send any tips you want my way. Okay. Any. I'm about to gut my entire house out. Like, do we need dishes? Do we really need cups? Because they're all over the house. Y'all can't seem to put them back in the cabinet, but that's a whole nother rant. Do y'all really need these many clothes? Because y'all seem to can't wash them, this type of thing. And so, does Desi really need this many toys since I'm constantly hurting my feet, stepping on them? But I digress. Um, and it's so easy to think that when we're in our season, she said, okay, that's crazy. Yes, less is more. I'm working on the minimalist lifestyle. I am. Um, it's really easy to be so consumed in, hey, baby girl, and everything that we're going through that we don't see others are going through, that we don't see others are experiencing pain, that we don't see or even understand the idea of the possibility. And that's where it becomes selfish, and we don't even know we're being selfish. Because at that point, we're thinking the world revolves around us, and it doesn't. It does not. Um, this last month for me has been a challenge. Really, I'm not going to, if I could be completely transparent, even with myself, because that's the other part. I felt like I was being transparent with you guys, and God showed me that I'm not even fully transparent with myself. I take on things knowing that I'm tired. I take on things knowing that it's going to be an additional task for me, more work for me. I find myself sometimes caring more about things for others than they care for themselves. And all the while, my things for me personally are going unattended. It was Twisted Tips. He used to be RGG, the real giveaway guy, that told me when I first started my channel, he said, Aisha, but because I've always been this way, right? I'm that person that's going to support everybody. And I don't expect anything in return. I don't expect you to call my name. I don't expect you to say I supported you. Most times I try to, if I have it, send a cash app, which she said, you're no good if you don't take care of yourself first. Absolutely. If I send a cash app, I don't want to be thanked online. That's me sending you a cash app. God bless you. If I donate something, you don't have, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? And that's for me. I can't speak for anybody else. Hey, free thinker. Thanks for coming in. Um, and so he told me, he said, Aisha, if you invested as much time into your channel as you did, as you do promoting other people's channel, you will be a lot further. And I took what he said because what he said did make sense. However, it didn't align with who Aisha is. Aisha is a background person. Aisha is the person that believes, hey, if you make it to the top, I know I can too. If I can help you get to your goals, I can make it to my goals too. Um, and maybe that thinking is almost to the detriment of where I supposed to be or my purpose, but I don't think it is. I just think that's the way God made me, and I'm good with it, right? So when I say everyone has a story, we're on YouTube. We don't know what people face day to day. That's the first thing. By the time it's what 9:30 here. By the time 9:30 hits, hey, pretty saucy, I didn't know you were in here. Super chatting girl, hey, I just shared you out the other day. Thank you for showing some love, my pretty saucy. Um, Make sure I ain't missing anybody. I'm gonna stop saying y'all. Thank you for sharing it on Reddit. I appreciate you. I actually need to talk with you. Kevin, is this Kevin or I think it's Kevin. I actually need to talk to you. Um, Guys, if you're not connected to Super Chat and Grow, let me go ahead and say that. Get connected with them. This is a great place to go to network and to get connected with other content creators. And one thing that they don't do is say, hey, automatically, it's not a sub for sub type of thing. You actually get to go to each other's channel, watch a video, see if that's what you are interested in. And they also have playlist swaps. And so if you find somebody's content that is similar to yours or something that you like or something that you want to know about, you guys can switch playlists and play each other's playlists. Believe it or not, Aisha still runs playlists at night. You'll be surprised if you notice that your numbers jump or something like that. I'll do it and won't even tell somebody that I'm doing it. Oh, no need to thank me for the props, honey. Thank you for doing it and being so consistent because I think you started around the same time I started on YouTube. Correct code 6. Hello. Thank you for coming in. So I was saying it's 9:30. By the time 9:30 hits for me, literally, and today was an exception. Somebody lift your hands and tell the Lord thank you. My cousin bought me a diffuser last year when my husband caught C19, and as you all know, I was sick. I put it on the community board. He made me go take a C19 shot. I knew it was my sinuses, but you try to do what your husband say do. And I try to be submissive, and so I went and got tested. It wasn't C19. It's my sinus infection, and so I pulled the diffuser out, and I had been looking for it really days before I got sick. And when I tell you it helped me sleep last night, I was like, God, I thank you. Ooh, God, I thank you. So yeah, by 9:30, depending on if my child just slept, because keep in mind my youngest child does not have a real sleep schedule because she has I'm not gonna charge it to the autism. I'm just gonna say she doesn't sleep well. And so sometimes she's waking up midnight, 3 in the morning. And so by 9:30, I will have had her. I will have only gotten probably 3 hours of sleep. Um, I may have had to run and take care of my mother-in-law, or she may be having a little off day, and so having to keep paying attention to her. Um, my brother may have been up cussing and fussing all night because he had those nights where he's up cussing and fussing all night. He get the cussing spirit from his mama. I just feel if you can be verbal enough to say ish and damn, that you should be. And he dropped the F-bomb the other day. I was like, wait, bruh, wait a minute. Um, and so, yeah, my house has a lot of moving parts, and sleep is a rare commodity for me. However, I got some last night. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. So much so that our overnight coverage had to let herself out. Um, and that wasn't the intent. My plan was to get up. But yes, so I could get on here every day, and I promise you, I could tell you my woes. I could tell you my my stories. I could tell you, oh, that I have signs in my yard right now. This is warning: lead work, poison area, no smoking, no eating, no drinking. So my house looks like a hazard from the outside. Hey, Miss Pam, thank you, thank you for coming in. My house looks like uh they got a lot going on, and it's like taking them forever to just do the work that they have to do to get the things taken care of. Thank you, Saucy. Hey, my smile is all I got, baby. And I try to do it as much as I can, um, just to help me. So, where am I going? A lot of times we think we're the only ones going through. Um, I was trying to see if a lot of times we think we're the only ones going through. And so when we think that way, it's selfish. That's one. And two, we limit our ability to have any type of empathy, sympathy, or understanding for others. And so we find ourselves in this snapping position where everything is irritating, everything gets on my nerves, everything is bothering me. And then when you want to share your story or talk with someone about what you're feeling, and they say, well, I understand because I've experienced blah, 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 or I'm going through that as well, you find yourself getting mad because it's like, this isn't about you. This is about me. And the truth is, it's about all of us, right? Like, I told you guys, I think it was last week, that I stayed away in my darkest periods because I didn't want to put that type of energy out. Like, that's not what my channel is about. But in having a story and going through whatever we go through, um, one of the things I talk to my kids, hey, Mr. Terrell 2.0, what it do? Oh, this is Miss Terrell. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. One of the things that I try to teach my children is, especially when they have an attitude or, baby, you woke up, okay? Somebody didn't wake up this morning. Like, literally, somebody your age went to bed fine and did not wake up this morning. I can assure you that. I can assure you that. When I think about, yeah, does my youngest baby, I love that little girl. I love that little girl. And autism is autism, don't get me wrong. But she's stubborn. And she get it from her mama and her daddy. Now, oh, official D spot. Hey, my big little brother. I gotta find out if that offends you, but I really do look at you like a big brother, but I'm older, so that makes you a little brother. Um, but I love me some official D spot. Also, content creators, please put a one in. Awesome. Put a one in the chat so you guys can connect with each other. Um, where was I going? With my kids. Yeah, Houston Brad. Hey, sis, bro. Miss Lady 41, how you doing? Good morning. So with my kids, I'm like, somebody didn't wake up this morning. That's one. Um, Somebody has it worse off than you. That's two. And I don't say those things to invalidate what they feel. I say it with the hopes of helping them find some type of gratefulness for just waking up. And there's nothing too hard that we can't get through together. So that's the other piece. Like, they know they can come and talk to me. They know that we can have conversations. Here's the thing though. Mama can't go to them and talk to them. Mama would love to be able to go to them and talk to them. But once they get what they need from mama, they gone on their way. They good. Mama left holding the burden that she already had and their burden. I just put that little snippet in there because there's a 25-year-old in the chat, or was in the chat, that came out my womb. So just in case she's still here, she can hear that. But I see it a lot on YouTube. We think we're the only ones that have a story. We think we're the only ones that have been through something. We think our experience is the experience, and I can help everybody get through whatever experience it is, because I no, that's not it. You can learn something from anybody. That's first and foremost. You can learn from a child. I think there's a scripture in the Bible that says, "And the children shall lead them," or something like that. Y'all know I will paraphrase the Bible in a heartbeat. Don't judge me. But that says the children will lead them. And I can tell you, I am who I am today because of that little girl that I have. She taught me patience. My oldest children would tell you. I remember my oldest daughter saying to me, "Mom, I just don't even, I mean, like, you got so much patience now." Guess what? Mama had to go to a lot of classes to learn about autism. Mama had to go to a lot of classes to understand how to communicate with my child. And then through that, do y'all know how many times I said in them classes, like, dang, man, I messed up my other kids. I raised them all wrong. Praise God, though, that they're doing well. So even in my era, the era of my ways, they came out okay. To God be glory. So, Aisha, where you going? Because you've been all over the place. Well, one, y'all know I got the acronyms. We already discussed this whole video about adulting with ADHD, so don't judge me, okay? Judge yourself at the pearly gates. That's my new saying now. Bessie, hey, my baby mama. This is my baby mama. She must have came on because she heard me. The Lord might have sent her because I was talking about her llama. But it's because of her that I have learned me. And the sole purpose, I almost, but it did. The Lord will help you if you let him. Hey, um, I made this video today, and like I said, I am going to change the topic to we can't compare sufferings, because there are a lot of amazing people on YouTube. So many of you reached out to me yesterday just to see if I was okay. And I got a little tickle because I was like, do I seem weak? Do I seem scared? What? Here's the thing, y'all. My sufferings, my life experiences have taught me who I am. And when you know who you are, nothing can move you from that. And so there are just certain things that I will not do. I don't care how someone comes at me. In the words of Maria in the song, "Hey Barbara, this Shirley," whether you be cool with me or come out of the bag. That man you with, I ain't gonna say the rest because just my man. But my man is my man from the top of his head to the soles of his feet. But did you see how smooth she stayed? Like, whether you be cool with me or come out of the bag, and that's me. Whether you're cool with me or whether you come out of the bag, it's not gonna change me. I am who I am. And guess what? I can be me and not look down on anyone else. I can be me and celebrate someone else. I can be me and support someone else that's different than me, because we're not all created the same. what you guys did show me yesterday is that I do matter to some of you guys. And that was beautiful. Not that I count on you to matter. Of course, I want to make sure I've always said leave a digital imprint, a virtual imprint, just an imprint on the world, so that if I'm gone, um, I will have positive things, real life things that can be talked about out. But at the same time, I'm not going to compromise who I am to do that, right? Um, I don't like arguing. I don't. I'm good with a healthy discussion. I'm great with a even a healthy debate, But when it comes to arguing, name calling, if I got to tear you down, then I don't need to be around you because it's not in me to tear anybody down. And I'm not knocking anybody who's okay with it, right? I'm good. I did my roasting and gagging in my teens and my 20s. I do a little bit here and there. Like last night, I checked one of my friends' angles, but that's okay. That's some minor. That's small. But if I have to tear you down, I can't do it because for me, if I tear you down, I'm tearing me down because that goes against my core and it goes against who I am as a person. And again, it does not make me perfect. It does not make me better than anybody. It does not make me a goody two shoes. I mean, if y'all want to perceive that about me, go go right ahead. But no, I'm none of that. I've made several mistakes in life. And I think that's the other piece of why I am where I am today because I had to grow up so fast. I had to understand life so fast. And I had the gift of being raised by grandparents, grandparents who had to migrate from different areas due to floods, grandparents who had to understand and taught me how to make the best out of what you got. So it's me. And I'm not going to defend me. That's the other thing. I've had this page since May 10th, 2020. Most of the people that I started with are still with me. Praise God. And I've met some additional people along the way. But one thing about me is I've been consistent. I have not changed. And I'm not going to change, y'all, because it's who I am. And because I don't have the energy to be anybody else. I don't have the energy to be anybody else. Because if only you knew the amount of hats I wore throughout my day, yeah, like, yeah, it's a lot. But I don't complain because I woke up this morning. I get to do it. Um, I just believe that these kids are going to go on to be who they're supposed to be. And if I can pour into somebody else, why not? Why not? And so when you see me sharing all types of videos, there's the train for those of you that love the train. When you see me sharing different videos, that's not me moving funny. That's Aisha being Aisha. If I'm there and I'm listening, I'm going to share it. If it's not dragging anybody or speaking ill of anyone, I'm gonna share it. I don't have a camp. I don't have a what do you call it? An allegiance. I have an allegiance to me, and that's to be the best me I can be. But it's also to be that background person that roots everybody on. I am a cheerleader at heart. I will That's crazy. I was a cheerleader in high school too. I am a cheerleader at heart. I want to see everybody do well. I want to see everybody be successful. I think there's room for everybody at the top. And whatever the top looks like to you, that's the top. I often say the life that I live right now is not the life I envision for myself. Hi, Lady D. It's not the life that I envision for myself. Y'all, I am 43 years old. My oldest child is 25. My son just graduated My youngest son just graduated high school. And yeah, my nephew is with me, but he'll be graduating next month. I'm supposed to be getting me a condo downtown. Downtown on the river, my husband and I, 2 bedrooms, just in case my children do get married and have grandchildren and stuff or whatever, or I have to watch their dogs or whatever. That was my plan. I was supposed to have been finished with school, not this December, but been finished with school. I've been a Delta for 11 years. So that means I was supposed to have been through, right? Um, but that wasn't my plan. My mother was 57 when she left here. I always knew that when my mama left this earth, that I would be responsible for my brother. But in my timing, it wasn't. Something is off. Something is off. She was supposed. Something is off. I'm not supposed to be responsible for him right now and have Desi right now and still trying to learn Desi and still trying to learn him. That's not the plan that I had laid out for my life. It just ain't that ain't what I envisioned. However, that's the life that I have. So since it's the life that I have, and it's apparent that that's the life God has chosen me to have, I'm gonna live it to the best of my abilities. I'm gonna do what I can do to the best of my abilities with joy, with love, and am I gonna mess up along the way? Heck yeah. Y'all, I got so much paperwork I gotta do right now that I literally feel overwhelmed. Like I almost need a personal assistant, not just to, how can I say it? Not just to do the work for me, because I'll do the work, but because I got them acronyms, I can't even figure out where to start. Hey, Team Gravely, so great to see you. I can't figure out where to start. Like, how do I start? And that's that piece of ADHD that will have you feeling so consumed, so anxious, because you just don't know where to start. And once you get started, baby, can't nobody stop you. It's called hyper focus. At that point, I'm in this thing. Give me some coffee. I need to get to, that's just how it is. She said, no judgment here. Oh, child, I could care less if anybody judge, but thank you, Cindy. You've never had, um, what you said, what up, though, Jess? Oh, what up, though, Jess? I was like, what would Jess do? I don't know, Jess. Who did I miss? I'm so thankful for my girl. My grandparents taught me so much. I mean, they taught me about relationship. As parents, we do the best we can. Yes, absolutely. No handbook for parenting at all. At all. I'm thankful that I have a village, and Betsy Spring is a part of that village. And so my children are who they are because I allow people to step in. I had no shame in saying, bench thinker, hey boo, happy Wednesday. It is Wisdom Wednesday. My God. I had no problem saying, y'all, I'm slipping here. Can you help me here? I don't know how to do this. I don't understand this. My goddaughter just graduated. Guess what? She can organize the heck out of something. So I'm probably gonna be calling her to say, hey, can you come over here and help me with paperwork? Her mother, when I had to go through my mom's boxes and paperwork, she came, she helped me because, yes, that's overwhelming. But Aisha had to learn it was okay to take help. Aisha had to learn it's okay to not know everything. Aisha had to learn to not be embarrassed when I didn't know. So, baby, now and I've always asked questions, don't get me wrong, but some of the questions that I may ask now may seem a little bit remedial. But guess what? I had to come to terms with Aisha on June 24th. You were 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 years out on your brain surgery, the first one. Then you went through this 3 month period where your brain was doing all sorts of things, only to come up and have another one in September. And then that will be the 5 year anniversary. My brain isn't as sharp as it used to be. It isn't as quick as it used to be. So, again, when it comes to knowing me, I have to stick to that. I can't be moved. So, you can yell at me, you can scream at me, you can do all those. That doesn't phase me. It doesn't. It does not. Like, I got a choice to listen to it or not listen to it, but I'm not phased. I got too much going on in my life. And then with YouTube, I even questioned God about it because this wasn't something I wanted to do. I am a behind the scenes kind of person. I am one of the best channel rooter owners. I don't even know if that's a word, I just created it. Rooter honors. Um, I am one of the best channel rooter owners. I will support, I will super chat, all of that. Now I'm at a place where I don't even do that anymore. Um, hey Gigi Johnson, not because somebody has made me angry or upset. One, finances are different. I'm not going to sit here and lodge about that. Finances are different. How can I say it? It's hard when you don't want to co-sign because it starts to look like you're co-signing some things that you don't agree with, even in supporting. So I'm working on it. That's just an inward thing with me because again, we all have our own convictions. That's the other part. So my conviction is, peep this. Let me show you a conviction. Again, I told you I don't like arguing. I'm not gonna call nobody out of their name and all that type of stuff. Um, I've done it, lived that life. It is what it is. And every time I do it, guess what? I feel convicted afterwards. I feel bad about it. Like, why did you do that? Why did you allow somebody to push you to that level? And literally, it's more for me about mind control because nobody should ever be able to get me out of my character. Nobody should ever be able to make me. Um, Houston Bread said this the other day. God, nobody should ever make me be able to step in a direction that I don't step. But she said this the other day. Can't tell you the scripture, but I do know that it's in the Bible, and this is what I live by. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So a lot of times, and I want y'all to hear this real good. A lot of times, you may not know a person, and when it comes to this YouTube thing, a lot of us don't know. Well, we don't know each other no more than here. So the things that you can only pay attention to, making it real and being yourself is the real deal. Absolutely. So the only thing that you can pay attention to is what people say, how they treat others, how they treat others, and their behavior. Those are the three things that you can really use to determine if a person is genuine. If I love you, Cindy, and you know I do. If a person is genuine, if a person has your best interest at heart, the things they say, how they treat others, and I just forget what the other one was. The thing they say, how they treat others, and their behavior. Pay attention to those things, even if it's not directed towards you. Because guess what? You may not be the person of attack at that moment, but I assure you, if they do it to somebody else, they'll do it to you. My grandmama taught me that, and I've seen it happen too many times. Too many times. If they do it to someone else, they will do it to you. So that's how you guard yourself. Pay attention to what they say. Watch how they treat other people. Hey, Miss T. Trisha, thank you so much for coming in. Um, in their behavior, and that'll help you. Those that know you, let me go back to my community wall. Hey, come on, read Unstoppable. It has been a long time. Y'all, I'm gonna have to come back live just to I miss y'all. I really miss y'all. It's those things that will help you. Now, going back to my community wall, I don't have to justify to anybody what I share and don't share. If I'm in a particular chat and I'm listening to something, I'll share it. Again, these people may not even be in alliance, allegiance, or whatever, and I don't know who is. Greetings, King Pizza. Thank you for coming in. Um, I don't know who is on whose team, none of that. And I don't even care to get into that because guess what? My page ain't about that. My page is a safe place for the uncomfortable but necessary conversations so everybody can come here. Um, Free Thinker says, also, I try to pay attention to what I say. Yes, God, and how I treat other people. Yes, God, in retrospect, is a must for growth. Absolutely. 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 She says, I have given up on receiving notifications. I will catch the replay. Thank you so much. Miss T. Tisha, I have a request for you, and you can just tell me no if you want to. But my best friend is on here, and I have been asking her to do it for me for a while, and she's yet to do it with her singing self. Um, I think she's on Smule as well as Betsy. If you're still here, could you put the apps in that you sing? But could you sing "Walk Around Heaven" for me in the Aretha Franklin version? That was a request that my mom had for her funeral. She was very specific, and Betsy sang it. Oh my God! And I just hadn't heard it since then, and I want to hear it. Well, I've played it, but I hadn't heard a personal touch to it. If you would do that for me, that would be such a huge blessing. Sorry, y'all. Just got off a little bit. Um, I agree with Freethinker. But man, when I tell you I'm doing daily self checks, um, because I ain't perfect. Like, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. And one thing I would do is I have no problem with apologizing. I apologize to my children if I do something wrong to them or that is out of order. Hell, I apologize to my dog. I'm constantly, I had to ask myself the other day, I'm like, why do you do this? I walk past the dog and I'd be like, excuse me. Like, it's the dog. The dog don't even know what excuse me mean. I don't even know. Or if I step on his foot, I'm like, excuse me. Oh, thank you, Miss T. Trisha. You're about to do a Lady Nika and mess me up. Lady Nika, I don't know if Betsy is still in here, but she'll tell you. So my best friend and I, Lady Nika saying thank you for being a friend yesterday. And I don't know if she was joking or not, but to hear that and then to have just heard about Lacey, y'all, I was told. She don't even know how I was over here boohooing because that was the song that I sang at my best friend's funeral. And it was because he always sang it to me. Even on his way home from college or whatever, he would sing it. And he really couldn't sing, but you couldn't tell him he couldn't sing. And his voice was real, like, ooh. And so he'd be like, thank you for being a friend. His voice would always do that. And what was funny was when I sang it at his funeral, y'all, my heart was literally in my throat, and so the words would not come out like, thank you for being a friend. No, they came out, thank you for being a friend. Travel now. I sounded just like him. I was like, I feel like he did that. The question is how we learn. I'm sorry. Remember that there is no such thing as a stupid question. Absolutely. Question is how we learn. Absolutely. And so, but that's what I sang at his funeral. And because his mom was like, what are you singing? And um, Tasha Cobbs initially came to my mind. The Lord, if I find favor in your sight, Lord, please hear my heart's cry. I'm desperately waiting to be where you are. across the hottest desert. I travel near or far for your glory. I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King. For your glory, I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King. And so I was going to do that one. And it just went on me. What was on me was, thank you for being a friend. Traveled down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being my friend. And as clear as that may sound right now, that did not happen at the funeral. At the funeral, I sound just like him. My voice was, I couldn't even get it out. And then I messed around and turned it Baptist. So I just looped it. Thank you for being a friend. And so, yeah. So between Lacey, well, first Lady Nika did that. Well, no, it was Lacey and then Lady Nika. And then thinking about my friend. Yeah, I was told up. Do you hear me? I was just, yesterday evening I was told up. I don't even think Lady Nika know how she told me up with that one. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. But it was what I needed. I had a cleansing cry yesterday. And I just really been wanting to hear Walk Around Heaven. And Betsy was supposed to be recording for me because my mama requested Betsy singing it because we couldn't record at the funeral because my mama didn't want she didn't want that lady had so many requests. She did not want her funeral recorded. And I'm gonna tell y'all, just so y'all know that I'm not perfect. Didn't have a perfect life, but I'm grateful for the life that I had and all of the diversity that I had. And perhaps for me, this is why I can be in the beef sector. I said that out loud. This is why I can be in the beef sector and feel at home. I have a big family. And so I got a little bit of all that in my family. And if y'all call it crazy, then it's crazy. Whatever. I don't care. I love my family. And guess what? Even in my family, I am who I am. I'm the peacemaker. I'm the one to be like, okay, let's just come. Although we don't have much issues because grandmama and granddad didn't play that. But it's things like what I saw yesterday. You know, Lacey has spoken life into me, and I didn't even know he was dealing with something. And when I say that man has spoken life into me, he's spoken life into me. He's told me things that I know only God could have given him because he don't know me outside of the chat, right? So I'm not trying to even take y'all there, but just thankful and sad at the same time because I saw him this is changing man. I saw him get to tell everybody else thank you. I really want to tell him thank you. There were so many days that I wanted to give up on this YouTube thing. And he told me that this is your purpose. This is your purpose. Everybody's not going to see it. Everybody's not going to understand it. But stay true to who you are, and you're going to make a difference. And y'all, I don't make the money. My chats aren't large. But when I tell you that I get emails from people saying that I've made an impact or something has made them think about something differently or something has caused them to view something differently, then that's making a difference. And so that means I'm hitting my purpose, right? And so people can say what they want to say about the beef sector. Yeah, it's messy. Yeah, it's the beef sector. But there's some great people there. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's almost like that scripture with God, I mean with Jesus, where somebody said, "Can any good thing come out of Nazareth?" Because Nazareth was supposed to be a bad place. And so, can any good thing come out of the beef sector? Absolutely. I see it daily. I see it daily. Just as much as there's mess, there is some good things there. And so, yeah, I don't even know how I got to that place. But I think seeing Miss Teacher should and just want to hear that song, and then I'm excited about being able to hear the song and all that. Yeah. So back to the story. We all have stories. And the biggest mistake we can make is assuming that our story is just our story. It's not. Um, there are other 43-year-olds who lost their mother at 40. There are other 43-year-olds in this world taking care of their differently abled brother. And that has not chosen. The number of people that have said for me to, or encourage me to even check out nursing homes or facilities for my brother. Nah, we don't do that. And I'm not knocking anybody that does. That's not how I was raised. And so if I was raised and trained for this moment, then I'm going to take on this moment and I'm going to shine on this moment. So if that means I don't get my condo downtown, I'm good with that. If that means, like somebody told me, my car, I'm riding a hoopty. Well, if that means this 2014 Kia Sedona van is a hoopty, guess what, baby? I'm gonna roll the bruise off my head. I'm gonna roll the wheels off my head. Hoopty. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make these boys come out here in a minute and wash it up, clean it up, because Desi like junk it up. Because nobody could have told me I'd be driving a minivan. Anyway, I said I'm gonna drive a minivan. Not me, a lie, baby. I would drive nothing less than a minivan. I don't even want no Jeep. I don't want. I need all these doors to open on the side so everybody can get out. I got a house full of folk. It is what it is. Square B says, I get blocked for telling the truth. Well, you won't get blocked over here. BL. Hey, BL. How you doing? You doing all right this morning? That's my sis, y'all. She just don't know it. She just don't know it. Um, I ain't mean to get on her crying. Um, but um, what was I about to say? I lost my train of thought. I don't even know. Yeah, I'm talking about my car. Baby, I'm gonna get these boys out here in a minute. So I can clean it up, vacuum it up. Oh, are you sad, BL? BL, if you have IG, you know you can always hit me up on IG. But I know y'all don't do the whole behind the scenes, whatever that means. But this is what I do. I'm an encourager, and yeah. So it's my name, Aisha. Do with the what you please. Um, We feel your love and passion, Queen Aisha. Thank you, Pizza. I feel yours as well, King. And I have to get back over there. Like, I need to get back over to not on IG or Facebook, just YouTube. Okay. Well, if you can comment under one of my BL. I'm gonna do this for you today. Okay. Are you listening? Just twins me and you. Twins me and you. Twins me and you. You ready? When I get off of here, I'm gonna create a post. I'm gonna create a video. This says this video is for BL, and so when I create that video, you can comment under there anytime you want to, and I will respond. And it's specifically for you. I won't be able to tag you in it, I don't think, but just know it'll be up today, okay? And that's straight from the heart. Um, I love you too, Peter. Like, I got to get back over to you. I have been able to catch the BBKs. I've been able to catch some of Reed's live, but a lot of times I'm just, she's so silly. A lot out homeschool, closing out like end of the year stuff. Um, Even with my brother, closing out budgets, making sure that I have everything squared away for the state, taking care of my mother in love. I love that opportunity. Um, just getting the oldest kid orientation, well, not the oldest kid because she at the house, but the oldest boy orientation at school, and still trying to decide if he's going to transfer schools, trying to figure out what the middle boy who just graduated is going to do. But he does have a job. Hallelujah. Y'all know the 4th of July is this weekend, right? Last year I spent like $400 on fireworks. I don't typically do that. Okay, let me explain to y'all. I don't typically do that. But out of all the kids, he's had the worst uh, experience. And I won't say the worst. It just seems like he always got put on the back burner because there were things designated. Then mom got sick, and he always understood. And so I knew that my mama was like, my mama was on my back today, like, go get him some fireworks. This is the last year he's gonna be a minor. Go get some. She was just in my ear, on my back. So spent like $400 on fireworks. He was happy. I was happy. Amen. But this year, baby, y'all 18 and 19. Y'all gonna buy some fireworks? Cause I sure want to see some, but I'm not buying them. My sister-in-law gave me an example one day. She said, "I don't buy fireworks." She said it's like taking a $20 bill, taking a lighter, and just watching it sizzle. And baby, that broke my heart. I was like, "Why would you do that to me? I didn't need that visual." So now I can, once I get my nephew through summer school, make sure my niece is good with summer school, I can really focus on just Desi and Ivy. And thankfully, but yeah, Ivy come with a home health aide during the day, and then we were able to get services in the evening for him. So that helps me a lot. The other part about me being sick was, I think, stress. I've taken on a lot. In the last week, I found out that my line sister had been ill, hospitalized. I She's home, but then getting home, her husband heart stopped, coded. Keep in mind, she still had her staples from her surgery. She had to do compressions. He coded 3 times, but got him back, got him surgery. Um, Coded 3 times that night. He's back, made it home, but back in hospital again. You get what I'm saying? And so it's like my life is real. Not that nobody else's isn't. And that's why I say we all have a story. So when you see me on here, most times I'm either at an appointment and I'm typing in some stuff, or I'm laying in my bed just trying to zone out and typing in some stuff. I haven't done a lot of talking on the phone, and I'm saying this for a special somebody, but I have tried to return calls to people who do contact me. Um, because life has been real. But again, we all have a story. Because guess what? Each one of those individuals are going through their own thing as well, right? And so all I can say is, one, let's extend grace, because we get grace every day. Every day we get new grace, new mercy. But let's not extend it to the place of our detriment, okay? You can extend grace, but not to your detriment. Some people don't deserve your grace. My grandmama used to say, fool me once, that's on you. Fool me twice, that's on me. And so, yeah. Um, but the other thing is, just try to be kinder to people. Like, I did not realize, I got this shirt on, but this wasn't like, I didn't know I was gonna go live today. That's just being honest. Um, but kind people are my kind of people. And I can see that even when folks try to be hard, like BL, she hard. Don't get me wrong. I believe if we had to go out on the street and square up, baby, that's one of the people I want going out squaring up with me. I don't think she running. Um, but at the same time, oh, you if we had to go out in the street and square up, you would square up with me. I mean, not us against each other. If we had to go square up against somebody else, we'd square up. But her heart, she got one for real. I know you kind. That's what I was just trying to say, BL. You just didn't let me finish. I just was about to say that your heart is just good as gold, but she don't try to tell, because literally this weekend I really want, if I can't tag her in anything, that's why I'm gonna create this post for her. Because this weekend I literally felt like BL. I hated her. I hate all y'all. I don't like nobody. Like this weekend, I just like YouTube and everybody in it, like because it was just But it's okay to have those moments, and BL taught me that it's okay to have those moments. Because the first time I heard her do that, saw her do that, I was like, man, that was mean. But no, it's okay to express during sometimes that ish just is irritating and not like, man, I don't want to do this. I hate it. Oh, y'all make me sick. It's okay. It's like family. And so we all can learn from each other and somebody. This last piece. Um, if I, and this is Aisha, if if I say something to you, back up. I do need to add this in here. Don't take my kindness for weakness. They get on mine to yeah, they really do. Don't take my kindness for weakness. And so I am going to mention this person's name just because I want to make sure we have a very clear understanding. Diving. You are a white woman. I am a black woman. Your comment in Tita's chat the other day was completely out of order. That isn't the first time you said something to me out of order. It's not the second time you said something to me out of order. It's real Karen-ish, one. And I don't know why you feel so comfortable talking to black people the way that you do, but I'm not the one, baby girl. Do not, and I put it in the chat, ever address me again. We ain't got nothing to talk about. We don't have anything in common. You're disrespectful. And I hope you see the seriousness in me when I say that. No disrespect. I'm not finna call you out your name. I'm not finna call you no bees, no nothing. This is me saying to you, don't address me. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Nothing. And I know I've written it twice because one time we were in somebody's chat and I want to say it might have been Miss P's, and you was like, Aisha, ain't nobody got time for the therapist stuff. You got real comfortable with coming to me. And that's real Karen-ish. So check yourself. Because the one thing that I said last year, and I said it on one of my videos, I ain't got patience for Karens in 2020 or 2021. I said that in 2020, that I already knew I wasn't gonna have patience for Karens in 2021. And it ain't looking real good for 2022 either. So respect me, and I'm gonna respect you by staying out of your space. Okay. Um, yeah. No love lost. I am who I am. But certain things I'm just not gonna tolerate. And being disrespected by a white woman is one of them. I'm not gonna tolerate it. And I'm done. Any videos made after, it's whatever. It's whatever. Sorry that I had to take it there. Um, I may even later clip this out and make it a separate video. Um, but it needed to be said. Don't do it. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Um, so yeah, I don't know how I got there. Because I was about to get off, but I knew that needed to be addressed. It was something else I think I was about to address, but I don't even remember. Um, I don't remember what it was. So neither here nor there. But thank you guys so much for taking this time for me. I mean, time with me, not for me, but with me. Just know that everybody has a story. We cannot compare sufferings. We're all going through something. Even with this pandemic, pandemic, um, people are having it hard. People are experiencing more mental breakdowns. I shared a video last night from Katie Joy Without a Crystal Ball, and how she's been stalked for the last 2 years, and how CPS has been called on her son, and how BL, that's exactly how I feel. Um, how like just and the lady ended up actually having like a dissociative disorder or something like that, and um so now she's having to she's telling her story but getting it all out, and she has a huge platform, and that's one of the scary things about and you can tell her what I said, and you can give it a minute mark too if you like. um I think being in the house and away from people has caused a lot of people to flare up. um And so we just got to be mindful of what we say, how we say it, who we say it to. And then the other thing is be mindful of people, y'all. One thing that I taught my kids is don't let anybody tell you something about somebody you know. I'm saying it again. Don't allow anyone to come to you to tell you something about someone you know. And let me clear this too. Cindy, we have a relationship. So you know that me saying this statement, that statement in general does not apply to all white women. Um, and I want to be very clear about that because we have talked, we have communicated with each other back and forth, and so we know each other. She don't know me, and her words hadn't been positive, and so nah, she don't get to play in my face like that. Um, and I thank you for supporting me from the beginning, Cindy. So just make sure I put that out there as well. Because I'm far from racist. They say black people can't be racist. I don't know. Yes, and girl, yeah, you better come on in here and preach, girl. Uh, I don't even know how to. Dadgummit, I'm trying to. How I pin that comment? Uh, Girl, I'm trying to pin that comment. Let's see. No, that ain't it. Um, because she thinks I'm weak. She thinks I'm weak because of how I carry myself. Many think I'm weak because of how I carry myself. But I don't have to prove myself to nobody. Um, no, just know that I'm never alone. Mr. Jody is always with me. Uh, oh yeah, she said I'm just here for pastime. Oh man, yeah, I thought you liked me, man. Anyway, um, when you know people and when I say you know them, when you know them and you know how they are. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Man, this weekend, and then you darn them mall for everybody. I was just about to give you a mall stick just on GP. Uh, um, no, the sector, Aisha. Oh, I'm sorry. That's why I'm gonna make this post for you. Um, don't allow people to change what you know about somebody. Check with that person first before you just go off or to the left. Um, and that's something that I've raised my children to do. An example, my best friend was in here. Um, Nobody can come to me and be like, "Oh, Bessie said that you and Dre so and so, that's my husband." No, I'd be like, "Get out my face." Typically living with Raina. Thank you. I got it from Bass Pro Shop. So you know what type of person that is, right? Yeah. Um, Act up, you can get snatched up. Pull up, you can get rolled out. Um, I believe in protecting me, fight or flight. Um, I came home in 2018 after doing 5 years on parole for 3 years. I'm about, why is it cutting off? Oh, okay, hold on. I see it now. Be on parole. And stay out, boo. Stay out. Don't let these folk try to get you. You said you're gonna be gone for good in July, or you taking a break in July. But I feel you. Like if it wasn't for me having it, it is all right. Absolutely, absolutely. I tell women all the time, y'all know I've said this before. You need to have at least 4 or 5 things on you that you can protect with something on your, which the air is blowing, something on your keys, something in your hand, something in your purse, and some mace. You should always have a couple of things on you that if it comes to you or them, that you can make sure it's them and not you. And that's just the way I've been trying. But yes, congratulations to you on that, BL. Um, Nobody can come to me and tell me Betsy said so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so. Nah, because I know Betsy. And so that's the way you have to be even on here, especially if you have friendships off of YouTube. And that's possible. Let's be real clear. People say, "Oh, it's not." Yes, it is. It's possible. It's called adulting, and you should be able to still support whoever you want. And yeah, I feel you, Bill. But just know that there are people lobbying about that and voting. Real talk. Because I feel once a criminal has done their time, especially if it was not a violent offense or a predatory offense, but that's a whole nother live that I will probably do, that their rights should be restored, period. Um, and that's just my belief. Um, and I want to say, I think Centoya Brown is actually spearheading something on that as well. Um, I know, Cindy, you told me. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations on your car. But yeah, when you know somebody, don't let people come to you. And you can't have a friendship off YouTube. Here's the thing, though. Y'all got to know each other. To this day, I say the BBK is my big sis. I know a lot of people don't, they have their opinions. I've seen it. Um, but I met her under different circumstances. I like her. I rock with her. Not ashamed to say that I rock with her. And guess what? YouTube is YouTube. Off YouTube is still off YouTube. That's fam. Don't play with it. It's fam. Um, and that's just how it is. And that's not a bad thing. It's possible. You just have to know who you are. They have to know who they are, and y'all have to be comfortable enough to be able to respect it. Um, and so yeah, I've actually gone longer than I anticipated on this. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh my God, did I just commit to tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Thursday? Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Sending lots of love, joy, peace, and blessings your way. And remember, you are responsible for your own happiness. Nobody can make you happy but you. Peace. Love y'all. Bye. I'll see y'all in these streets. I didn't even get to share for month, but I will. BL, congratulations again, baby girl. Simply Raina says, I love the BBK. She has a beautiful heart. Indeed, she does. And baby, she's dropping some knowledge over there. If y'all ain't been listening, you better be listening, because I'm telling you, she preparing us for uh my husband say the apocalypse, but she is definitely preparing us. Come on. It was so good to see you, my Kimmy. And I still have a painting that I need to send to you. So yeah, I will DM you on, well, DM me on IG, Kimmy, and I say that because I forget stuff here. So you do that for me, my Kimmy. I love y'all. One love. Bye. Now I always have to figure out how to get out of here on my phone. Bye, y'all.